you would record films, but you couldn't record them. You didn't have like a VCR or cassette to record.
No, I was obsessed with films, and at that time, my way of pirating them is when we would rent movies, I would just take like my tape player and like put it up to the TV set.
Just for sound?
Just to record the sound of it. It was really... So I had all these movies, but you could hear my parents like cooking dinner in the background and me like telling my sister to shut up. And one movie I had done it with for whatever reason was Mr. Mom, and I would always like ride around my neighborhood like listening.
Mr. Mom,
to
sure,
Mr.
yeah.
Mom, yeah. And
you like that, yeah.
I did. And, I loved Michael Keaton when I was a kid, and then I actually got to meet him on this movie Clear History, and I had been talking to him for about 2 or 3 days, and I was like, yeah, I wonder if it would be weird if I told him about how this audio tape of Mr. Mom and how I used to like listen to it all the time. And I just kind of like went for it. Like, yeah, I used to listen to this. I'd drive around my neighborhood with Walkman on listening to Mr. Mom. And he just kind of nodded his head.
He's heard it all before. So, okay, and did you record other movies too besides Mr. Mom? As you got older? Did you start recording?
They never got really, I mean, they're all like, I have some of them still. They're like, they're handwritten. I took it very seriously. That and this other weird Don Knotts movie, Hot Lead and Cold Feet. For some reason, that was like, I would always listen to that. I don't know why.
That's just so weird. You had such eclectic taste.
It was kind of whatever I could get,
And then there's been some phase where you dropped that and you just switched over to music.
I dropped that, and then that was like around middle school, and then it just turned into like ripping copies of like 2 Live Crew and Eazy-E and like all this dirty rap. And my parents still thought I was listening to Mr. Mom. And I was...
You have the headsets on, and they're like, he's really enjoying Mr. Mom.
They're like, do we need to listen to Mr. Mom on the way to church? And it's like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.